these days because I need to return to my daily exercise and plan my next trip of the end of this month. Yeah. Okay. So that I can spend a wonderful spring festival in foreign country. Yeah. Still, my Shetland travel was cancelled. Even if I even if even if I really wanted to go to the Shetland, yeah, but but uh, uh, but but the new trip to Eastern Europe also wonderful. Yeah, as reported by as reported by travel magazines, Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe is very attractive place to travel. Given, yeah, given, 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 given. I found. Given I found any places is really absorbed me in that trip. I will plan to a deep travel in the future. Yeah, using an example. Okay. Yeah. Such as 10 years ago, I went to Paris at my first time, and I really loved that place, and I would plan a deep trip in next month in Paris. Yeah, thus I'm very busy to book 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 tickets. Okay, that's all.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Well, you can see that. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Now you started taking your time through it, kind of halfway through, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But Tia guides you. So when you heard from me, you got a full story, right? Very
Yes.
detailed. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of answer probably 80% of your questions or whatever you might ask. I covered it, right? 80 to
Yeah. Yeah.
90% gave you the full background, and then now you have a very clear idea of how I have been, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it. See, so I have to think of myself too. Okay, so it kind of brings out the story in you, right? I
Yes.
got to think
Yeah.
of a proof. Okay, yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah.
to think of it. Wait, how can this be true? Well, I have experience in this kind of climate here, in other places it would not be because you need a real thick blanket, right? Yeah. So the structure kind of brings out your complete story, what you want to share with the other person. Okay.
Yes.
So think of
Yeah.
it that way. Don't
It's
think
very
that you're
helpful.
using the structure. The structure is helping you bring out all the details to that story.
Yeah.
If it makes sense to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sometimes you
Hello.
cut off a little bit, but yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Yeah. What are you going to say?
Yeah. No. I just want to say the structure is very helpful to build a story. Yeah.
Right. Because it's sort of like it's asking you each question. So instead of the listener asking you those, you're asking yourself and bringing it out to give the listener a full detailed story. So the structure is sort of reminding you of all the things that happen. Well, what are the different compromises, right? So, what are the different conditions, right, that this can be, right? So it's just, so it's a very proving steps, right? This is like with the use for storytelling, right? If you think about somebody who writes, whether it be a one-page story or a novel, they have to answer these questions. Right?
Yes.
The list. So they've taken this structure and kind of simplified it for us to use it normally, right?
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, when you talk about native English speaker or language speakers, they don't think about things like this, but they do it naturally, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But but for if you want to communicate in a foreign language, which that would be for everybody was not born with it, then this structure really helps you really emphasize.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That's true. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait a moment. Open the. Okay. Number one, if you could snap your fingers and make anyone's species go extinct, which species would you choose?
Species.
Species.
Yeah.
Species.
If you can make any one species go extinct, that means any group of people, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You can make all the wolves go away. Okay, right?
Okay. Okay. Number two, if you were chosen to be the first human to make contact with
Aliens.
aliens, would you want to? Number three, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you visit and why? Number four, if you were tasked with redesigning your country's flag, how would you change it? Okay.
Okay, well, let's do number one. That sounds pretty interesting, right? So if you could snap your fingers, right? Just snap it, right? And make any one species. That means it could be like a whole group of animals, okay? Or it could be all the bears, okay? Or it could be all the, let me see, all the people who live on an island, right? A whole like foundation of humans, right? If you can make them just disappear.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and remember your structure. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. If I could snap my fingers and make anyone's species
Right.
go extinct, I would choose mosquito. Yeah. So that I will never worry about mosquito will bite me in summer and autumn. Yeah, still, but yeah, okay, still, some animals might extinct also, such as frog and birds, because of their lack of food. Yeah, okay, using an example. Using an example. Yeah. Use an example. No. So that. But okay, feeling. Using an example.
Any example in history, right?
Yeah. I forgot it. Mm, uh, how to say that? No. I couldn't remember example.
Okay, all right. Just go ahead. Go to the next one.
Okay. Therefore, if I have the superpower, I would like to choose a mosquito to go extinct. Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Throughout history, and they've trying to get rid of. You know how sometimes I forgot which. If you get rid of the little birds that make noise, beep 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 beep, right? You know, little birds.
Yes.
Well, they eat the eggs of the lotus, right? Lotus are these little animals that come like thousands, and they eat all the crops of the food, right?
I can understand it.
Yeah. So, like you said, if you get rid of the mosquitoes and the frogs eat the mosquitoes, and then all of a sudden the
Yeah.
frogs will have no food, and then the frogs will be extinct.
Yes.
And then whatever the frogs help, other things, other crops or other little animals that we need to eat, then they will go
Yeah.
extinct, right?
Yes, that's true.
So
Yeah.
it's happened throughout history. Somebody's had
Yeah.
the great idea to get rid of some insects, right?
Yeah. I couldn't remember which animal. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, there's it's better not to better not to play with Mother
Yeah.
Nature, right? Yeah, it's really
Yes.
could be, and this is already proven. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we get humans that think they know what they're doing, and they don't, right?
Yes,
Right?
that's
They
true.
start doing things that they should not do, and then
Mm-hmm.
later they don't know how to answer for it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Okay, wait a moment. Okay. Number one, how would the world change if there was no internet monologue? Monologue. And
Monologue. People.
everything you spoke out loud. Monologue. What's the meaning of
No,
monologue?
there was no internal monologue. So before you say something, usually you hear yourself say it, and then you
Uh-huh.
decide whether you should say it or not, right?
Okay.
Like, you may see a little boy on the street. He looks a little bit fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you may say, "Oh, look at that little fat boy," to yourself, right?
Yeah.
But you will never
Oh,
say it out loud,
yeah.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're gonna offend that kid, or that kid's mother's gonna get really mad. It's just something we would not do, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's called internal monologue. You hear yourself first, and then you say it, if you should say it.
Okay. I understand. Yeah. Number two, do you think living in the present is more or less challenging than living in the past? Why? Number three, is beauty only in the eye of the beholder? Or can we see some things are universally beautiful? Beholder.
Eye of the
In the
beholder means the person who's actually looking. So to a mother, her childs are the most beautiful. Okay,
oh yes,
but not to
yeah,
everybody else.
yeah,
So that
that's
means
true.
in the eye of the beholder, the person who's actually doing the viewing, right?
Yeah, yeah. Number four, if you could afford a living butler or maid, would you want one? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So just try to take your time a little bit through these two, because they're kind of written in a way where each part has meaning, and they don't put all the emphasis. So it's not written very well. Okay, right? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't we do number one? How would the world change? Okay. So how would the world change from the way it is right now if there was no internal monologue? There would be none. You see that little fat boy and you say, "Look at that fat boy." Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So every thought that you have, you would just say it. You would speak it out loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the world uh, will be a mess if we just spoke out loud with no internal monologue. Yeah, since since people seem not like hearing the truth. Yeah, as long as if as long as as long as as long as everyone spoke out loud uh, their thought. Yeah. Uh, uh, people might fight with each other every day. Using an example, uh,
When people
using
are
an
angry, right? When people are angry, what happens?
yeah, yes, yeah, uh, s- such as such as ah, okay, such as how to say that, such as
When people are upset, right? When they're upset, what happens? When they're angry.
yeah, yeah, such as two close friends, friends. Mm, uh, speak out loud. Mm, speak out. Oh,
Just say it's simple. Just make it real simple. Okay?
yeah. Uh,
They're having a fight. They're having a discussion, right?
yeah. Speak out their dissatisfaction of each other. Yeah. Yeah. They will hate each other. Yeah. In conclusion, I can't imagine if there was no internal monologue and everything I thought I spoke out loud. Yeah.
Yeah, they always say that you cannot take words back. So it's better not
Yeah.
to say things, right?
Yes.
In a moment of
Yeah.
anger, people will say things and later they're going to regret it. And you can never take them back. You can, people that will stay with you forever, right? So it's better,
Yes.
right? So it's exactly that. When people are upset, they cannot control their internal monologue,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's true.
And it happens, in families and people that are very good friends, right? And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
no more friendship,
Yes.
right? It's hard to
It's
come
just
back from.
how the kind lie, yeah, to others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's better to always, when you're very angry, definitely do not open your mouth, right? Kind of like don't
Yeah.
say anything. Yeah, exactly. Very good.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, next one.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait a moment. Okay. Number one. Moment. Why? Would you rather spend the majority of your time by yourself or a majority of your time with other people? Number two, would you rather go to jail for a crime you didn't commit or send someone else to jail for a crime they didn't commit? Number three, would you rather be famous for a job you don't like or have do a job you love but are never famous for it? Number four, would you rather visit the seven wonders of the world or get to plan your own trip to seven interesting places? Okay.
Okay, why don't we do the last one? Would you rather visit the seven wonders of the world or you get to plan your own trip to 7 interesting places.
Okay. Yeah. I would rather plan my own trip to 7 interesting places instead of visiting the 7 wonders of the world. In order that I can enjoy my trip in my favorite places, and okay, and okay, and how to say that? And I believe the place I choose is much better than the 7 wonders of the world. Yeah. Still, okay. Still, some places, still, I also have interest in some wonders of the world. No,
Yeah.
some places, of 7 wonders of the world. Additionally, 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 what is that? Additionally, I can. Additionally, I can prepare for the future trip to some place of the 7 wonders of the world. Yeah. Consequently, I would like to plan my own trip to 7 interesting places.
Perfect. Excellent.
Thanks.
Good. It's coming out. Just don't worry. If something doesn't come to you, just relax and try to keep it simple.
Okay.
And if it's too much, you just skip it. Okay?
I
Yeah.
couldn't figure out the reason why I choose.
It's okay, but sometimes you want to find that one word to say something. Don't get too caught up on that. Just try to replace it with a simple word. Remember, we're trying to practice communicating. Okay? Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting because the more you just replace the word, and then pretty soon the ones that you want to say will come to you easier.
Yes.
Yeah. So just replace it with a simple version. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. Next one.
Wait a moment. Number 1, would you rather be a teacher or be a principal? Number 2, would you rather carry a flip phone, or only use a desktop computer?
Yeah, flip phones are kind of old. You know, the first phones, you can flip them open, right? They're old. They're not like the iPhone.
Yes. Yeah. Number 3, would you rather go on a great date with someone you disagree about everything with, or go on an okay date with someone you agree with about everything? Okay. Number 4, would you rather be an average player with a good reputation, or an elite player with
Elite.
rumors of cheating? Elite. Okay.
Excellent. Why don't we do number 3? Would you rather go on a great date? It just could be a date, could be a trip, okay? A trip, you're going somewhere with someone, right? With someone, you disagree about everything, okay?
Okay.
Or someone you agree with on everything,
Okay.
okay?
A great date.
Yeah, a date or
Okay.
a trip, or you're going to the museum. Sometimes when we say date, they're thinking between a man and a woman, kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
romantic, okay? Right?
Yeah. That's
But
true.
in
Yeah.
general, it just means you're meeting somebody, okay? That's really what a date means. You're meeting somebody, right?
Yeah. Okay. I think I would rather go on a great date with someone I disagree about everything with. Yeah, because during that time, even we have many disagreement about everything, but we can share our thoughts to each other. Nevertheless, we might argue about everything, even with each other, as long as as long as uh, we keep uh, we keep our mind open. Uh, we can we we can just speak out our own opinions and listen to others' opinions. Yeah, using an example. Using an example. Yeah, using an example. Such as two famous scientists uh, who have opposite opinions. Yeah, they are also can be friends. Yeah. Therefore, I would rather go on a great date with someone I disagree about everything with. Yeah.
Excellent, 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 super excellent, okay? And the reason why I
Yeah.
say super excellent is because you kind of recover. You were a little bit here and there, right? You got caught up in a few words, but you keep going, and then I can feel you a little bit intense, and then I can feel you now relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Yeah.
recover very well during this session that we have, right?
Yes.
So that's really successful in my view. Okay, because there's a German philosopher. His name is
Yeah.
Nietzsche. Nietzsche, a German philosopher.
Nietzsche.
Yeah, Nietzsche. He's very, very famous. And the old time, maybe 100 years ago. What he said was, whatever doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Do you know?
I know this word. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
know this words.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
survived this in spite that some of the words in the reading or the example, and then you made it relaxed. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's really great. How do you feel?
I feel good. I think every every resume class, I need some time to familiar with. Yeah.
That's okay though. That's okay, right?
Okay.
We know
Yeah.
that, right? Correct,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes.
And then you catch on. I mean, see, so today you kind of was like your recovery day, sort of, right?
Yes.
And then you did a lot of work though. We did like what, 5 or 6 of these, right? Something like that, 4 or 5, or 5, right? In
Fire.
one,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, and then the introduction, right at the beginning, right?
Yes.
So it's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a lot, right? And it's random topics and different structures in each time, each one it changes. So there's a lot going on here, and it's just in 30 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like you
Yeah.
lived a lifetime in 30 minutes. Okay,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because there was a lot of emotions, right? There was, you were excited, and then you're